Hi, this is Jason Yeagley from West Branch, and I am just going to make a quick video so you can get a sense of what the 6 through 12 curriculum looks like. I'm going to do another one for the elementary. And that's kind of how it's divided. The curriculum is all through Edgenuity, but it's K through 5, it looks a certain way and functions a certain way, and then 6 through 12. So this is an all-comprehensive built for this type of remote learning. It's actually the Cadillac of this type of learning, which is why we went with it. It's awesome. It's called Edgenuity. You can see that in the top left-hand corner. And what you're looking at is a demo account. So let's imagine that I'm a student and I'm assigned, typical amount of classes, 6, 7 classes. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just on a website. I logged in. You can see it says W Branch. It's a demo account that I'm using right now. You can see I have an algebra class, a government class, biology. You can see I have an ELA class, an online digital citizenship class, math, and a geometry. So again, this is only a demo account. From the outside, you can get a sense of how much is complete. You can see this one's 0.3 completed. This one's 1%. Again, this is just a demo, but it's nice, and it keeps you kind of focused right when you log in. So online learning, it's very important to pay attention to pacing and to read directions. A lot of students want to not read, they don't want to watch the videos, and there's some things that build into Edgenuity to try to ensure that that happens. But many students try to skip all that. So that's important with anything online learning, and really in the classroom too. You have to read and listen and learn before you take a quiz. But anyhow, this is more of a demo than a speech. So I'm going to go ahead and go into one of these. I'm going to go into American Government. You can see I just clicked. Okay, and now you can see the course map. And so there are a lot of things going on here. It can read to you, you can highlight, you can underline things. You can underline things, but what I want to point out right now is that I have my course map, and you can kind of see the lessons or the topics. You can see some e-notes. This is meant to just be an overview. So let's say I want to go into the warm-up. All right, what I love about this, there's a ton of tools, but you are going to see this guy.
Now, the framers of the Constitution, who you can see
up
on the
there.
screen here, they wanted to replace the Articles of Confederation. Now, the Articles of Confederation was the government before the Constitution. The framers wanted to replace it because, one, the Articles of Confederation did not give enough power to the federal government, and secondly, it did not help manage the debts of the United States of America.
So I'm not going to deep dive into this because there's so much going on. There's you can take notes. It can read to you. You can rewind. You'll notice the gentleman here in the top right. Courses have a teacher also built in, so there's a real teacher assigned to it, a West Branch teacher. But there's also kind of this virtual liaison, and it's really a big deal, and it really helps kids. You'll notice that they're always up there, and they're introducing things, they're speaking, they're underlining things on the screen, and it really helps. I mean, it helps me as a learner, and it's definitely going to help kids. So I'm going to go back to I'm going to go into the kind of the course map again. You can see it's set up in the following. So we're looking at the unit principles and the preamble. There's a warm-up, there's instruction, there's an assignment, there's a quiz. That's generally the focus. A lot of times there'll be a test built in too, but you can see that it stays consistent. And if I go into any of these, like if I go into warm-up for that assignment, again, you're going to see that consistency when this pops up.
In this lesson, we're going to learn about the judicial branch. Did you know that the Supreme Court's justices serve life terms? Why is that?
And I really like that. That's very helpful.
Well, that's what we're going to
included.
find out in this lesson.
All right. Remember, I can do things. I can get my little cursor. I have all kinds of options over here. I have e-notes. I can take e-notes about what he's saying. I could, the Supreme Court. I can make notes on that as well. I have a glossary things that the virtual instructor is going to mention, and I even have a transcript. I already watched it, and I want to make sure I understand. And I could even copy something out of here. Let's say I really wanted that information. Then I could go over to my eNotes, and it would stay with me. And then I could put that information and hit save. And of course, now I have an eNote in that portion. And the same's true even with math, and the students are going to learn the depth of this. And there's even more, but again, I've had a few people email kind of wondering what this entire thing, how it works. Is it like Google Classroom? Is it different? I would say it's quite different. I am in an algebra class now, and again, I'm going to click on Warm Up, and you can see that it stays consistent.
In this lesson, we'll answer the question, what kind of word problem can be solved with a two-variable equation? Have you ever wanted to build something with materials you already have on hand? You need to figure out how big you can build it and how much of the materials you'll end up using. Well, in this lesson, we'll explore how to use two-variable equations to solve problems. Let's get started.
So again, I just wanted to give you an overview. You can see I can switch between all these classes. That's a geometry class, and you'll notice how you can get a sense of all the different chapters. There are, again, your eNotes. There's so many built-in pieces as far as you can get a look at the gradebook, and there's a parent component so they can keep track. This is Edgenuity, and West Branch is excited to offer this. And I will have a video also for the younger kid, the K through 5 content, and that has great tools. It's through Edgenuity. It looks slightly different, but not in a bad way, also in a good way. And with the younger students, you even get consumables, which means you'll get some things to write on, some things to do that come with the digital part just because of being a younger learner. Whereas the 6 through 12, it's all login centric. So this is Edgenuity, and the Warrior Academy will be using this for all their students. Okay, I hope this helped you a little bit.